Okay, good morning. You're on to Marvel Experience with the grade 7 class. And this morning we're looking at something we call number systems. I said yesterday that the most important concept in mathematics is numbers. Numbers are the very heart of whatever we do in mathematics. At some point in time in our study, we'll break into the different aspects of maths. For me, technically, math does not exist. What exists in my world or in my multiverse are ideas like arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. So if you want to call it by way of the aspect we're considering now, this is what we call arithmetic. Arithmetic, which is at the heart of whatever we're going to do in mathematics. So we're looking at something called number systems. And the whole idea of number system is to be able to design something that enables us to count and to understand how numbers behave. At grade 7, we expect that you should be very conversant with natural numbers. What are natural numbers? Everyday numbers, or which I may call your market women numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another thing we expect you to be very conversant with is what is called place value system. For instance, if I have 621, the reason you've read it as 621 is because you know that this is units, this is 10, and this is what? 100. So 600. Recall your primary school experience, 2 tens, and what? 1 unit. So if you're going to write this out, you're going to have something like this. I've seen it. So the concept of writing in numbers, writing in words, and writing in figures come to bear. This will be the figure arrangement for it. And then in words, we can say 600 and what? 21. All right, so that's just a way to give us just to help us to connect to what we're going to do today. So we'll continue by using we're using 2 books because of this course. Yesterday from a school around Group of Kufam, right? It's called Shoreway Junior College Mathematics. I'm still researching on it to see what makes this book so unique. And then I also have here the New General Mathematics. And then we also have the official text for our work, which is called the Essential Mathematics. Arguably, that's my best book. Okay, but because of the nature of our work, I will stick to this. And where the need arises, I'll make reference to my Shoreway Mathematics. So we'll start. Yesterday, we were on exercise 1B. And we had done question 1, question 2, question 3. So today we'll go to question 4. So if you're with me, let's work together. Question 4 of our New General Mathematics. So let's go to question 4. So the question number 4. Suppose today is Thursday. That's a key thing we need to take note of. What day of the week will it be after 20 days? What day of the week would it be after 20 days? So how do you answer a question like this? Remember we said that we are counting in what? The counting system for days of the week will be 7. So 7 days make a week. 7 days make a week. So that will be 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 3 is what? 21. That's way above what I'm looking for. So it means that to get the exact day of the week, I will simply say 20 minus the multiples or the counting system of 7, which is close to 14, and that will give me 6 days. So, to help you answer this question, you need to write your days of the week here. So suppose today is Thursday, so I'll start by writing Thursday. I'll go to Friday. I'll go to Saturday. I'll go to Sunday. I'll go to Monday. I'll go to Tuesday. I'll go to Wednesday. So that's more like a code for you to work with. So I have 6 more days I need to account for. Suppose today, so after 20 days, it will be 6 extra days in accounting. So what do? I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that day will be what? Wednesday. So this will be what? Wednesday. I go to B. It says after 50 days. So I check my counting system and I begin to read in sevens. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. 49 is close to 50. Now, I'm actually doing a research now on the power of numbers, because I discovered that a lot of the challenges we have when it comes to maths comes from a simple idea that was not passed well in primary 1. Now, if I'm counting my multiples, I keep in mind that where I'm going to is 50. Now, if I've counted up to 49, something should tell me that the next number I'm going to get to is what? 50. So I come here. After 49, some people will now write 50 minus 49. That's a waste of space. I've gotten to 49. After 49 is what? 50. So from 49 to 50, I have moved 1 step. I moved from 49 to 50, I have moved 1 step. So I'll come here. So that means what I need is what? 50 minus 49, that'll be what? 1 day. So this is where I'm to start from. What day of the week will it be? It will be Friday. So I come here. Friday. I see the importance of this thing I wrote out here. Some people want to try to do the things mentally. Fine, if you can do it. You have a problem with that. But let's remember that we are not all wired the same way. So we need to use what works for you. That's why I've taken out time to write this out. So as I'm working, I'm trying to show you how I'm working in my head. This is I'm working in my head, but I'm trying to bring it out as a picture so you see what is happening. Now we go to C. It says 70 days. 70 days. Now, what multiple of 7 will give you 70? 7 times 10 is what? 70. Is that not? 7 times 10 is what? 70. So which means that there is no actual movement. It means I'm going to land back at what? On Thursday. So that one will be what? Thursday. Let's go to D. It says 100 days. So you read your multiples now. Now you start from 70, you stopped. 77, 84, 91. Let me show you my thought process. 98. So you discover that from 98 to 100, how many steps do you need? I start from 98, I go to 100. I don't count where I'm starting from. So 99, 100. I've moved 2 steps. I've counted 2 numbers after 98. So that'll be what? 2 days. So I'll come here and put 2 days. And then I come to the board. This is where I'm starting from. Friday, Saturday. So that day I'm looking for will be what? After 100 days from Thursday to be what? Saturday. So I come here. And that takes care of that question. See that it was quite easy. Just take it little by little and then we'll get the answers to the problem. Okay, so let's look at another counting system that has to do with seconds or minutes to seconds or seconds to minutes, as the case may be. We know that 60 seconds make 1 minute. 60 seconds make 1 minute. So let's try question 5 together. Question 5. We are told to convert or find a number of seconds. Find the number of seconds in 2 minutes. Find the number of seconds in what? 2 minutes. So let's look at that. 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. So for 2 minutes, you're going to have 2 multiplied by 60, and that will give 120 seconds. That was quite easy, is that not? But let's take a situation where you have 10 minutes and 54 seconds. How would you handle this? You first of all look for what 10 minutes would be. That will be 600 seconds. 600 seconds. And then 10 minutes and 4 seconds will now be what? Add 600 to 54. And that will give you 654 seconds. So in this setup, you see that the first one, it was straightforward. So just 2 minutes to seconds, we just multiplied by 60. But in this one, we had to convert the minutes to seconds first. Then we had to check. If you check, now we have 54 seconds we need to add to it. Because the units are not the same, we cannot do what? Add them together. So that's what has happened there. Do you understand? So that takes care of that question. If you look at question C, same idea, 3 minutes. And what? 22 seconds. Convert them to seconds. We first of all start by working on our 3 minutes. And that will be what? 3 times 60. Once your multiplication is very good, you should get what here? 180. But let's not assume this will be 60 times 3, 0, 18. I see now I got that in seconds. I just put S there, or I'll write it in full. Let me drop this down so that I don't confuse you. Now, what is 3 minutes and 22 seconds? That will mean 180 plus 22. And that will give me 202 seconds. That will give me 202 seconds. That's for question C. Now, what happens when we come to question D? It says 1 hour. Remember that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So what will 1 hour now be in terms of seconds? It will multiply these two together. 60 minutes of, and that will be 60 times 60. And if you are going to multiply 60 by 60, I don't know the method you have been taught, These two are zeros, so you just drop the zeros. It only works where you have zeros, and then you multiply 6 by 6, and you get what? 36. So this answer becomes what? 3,600 seconds. So that's for that question. So for question 5, it's going to be question 5D. You convert to minutes. Then you find out what 1 minute is, and then you multiply the two together. That will give you what 1 hour will be in seconds. So 1 hour in seconds will be what? 3,600 seconds. Okay? All right, so we go to question 6. It says, find the number of minutes. So find the number of minutes. So we would have, for A, we are told 240 seconds. So here we will divide. We will divide because we know that 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. So therefore, 240 seconds will simply be 240 divided by 60, and that will be 4 minutes. And let's go to B. It says 5 hours. One hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 5 hours will be equal to 60 times 5, and that will be 300 minutes. Let's use abbreviations now. Question C says 2 hours, 34 minutes. So how do you handle that? 2 hours will be what? Notice I'm trying to break my work so that you have an idea of what's happening. 2 times 60, that'll give you 120. So this will be equal to, then, what would this now be? It will be 120 plus 34, and that'll give you 154 minutes. Guess you've seen, you spotted the error you made. So you may want to correct that. So correct that. Take note of the correction. Now for D, it says 1 day. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So 1 day will be equivalent to, say, 24 times 60 in minutes. And that invariably will give you what? 24 times 6 is 144. So that will be 144, 1,440 minutes. So that's what we should have. So let's look at our question 7 now. Look at 7A. Minutes, seconds, and we're giving 1 minute 42 seconds, 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Now, you are told to add them. 2 plus 4 plus 7 will give me 9, and I can drop the 4. So this is not up to 60 seconds, so I don't have a problem with this. There will not be any problem with this. And this will be 1 plus 3, and that will be 4. So this will be 4 minutes and 49 seconds. So what about B? What happens in B? I have minutes, seconds, 24 minutes, 5 seconds, and 5 minutes, 55. Please notice the way I'm writing. This is a single-digit number. This is a two-digit number. So when you're writing a two-digit number with it, you must also ensure that what you're writing is in order. So this will be 0. Bring here to be what? 60. Now I have a problem because I know that for every 60 minutes, I should have what? For every 60 seconds, I should have 1 minute. For every 60 seconds, I should have what? 1 minute. So I'm going to put a 0 here. This 60, I will now have a carry of 1 here. So 1 plus 4 will be 5. 5 plus 5 will be what? 10. I put down 0 and I have a carry of 1. 1 plus 3 will be what? 30. 30 minutes is not up to 30 minutes is not up to 1 hour. So I won't have a problem with this one. So this is what the answer would be. Always indicate your addition sign to show that you are adding. Now let's go to C. Hours and minutes. So I have 2 hours and 12 minutes, and I have 1 hour and 49 minutes. So let's add that. And what does that give you? 2 plus 9 will give me 11. I'll put a 1, carry of 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. So I can carry 1. So I'll put a 0 here and have a carry of 1 here. 1 plus 2 will be what? 3. Plus 1 will be what? 4. So my answer is 4 minutes and what? 4 hours and what? 1 minute. Okay? So let's go to question D. In question D, you have hour, minutes, and seconds. I have 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 28 seconds. Hope I got that right. And here I have 45 minutes and what? 50 seconds. Addition. Okay, so 8 plus 0 will give me 8. 2 plus 5 will give me 7. I need to take out 60 out of 78. So I'll be left with what? 18 here. Now, see what's happening. Sorry about that. What I have is 78. So I need to remove 60 from it. I'll be left with what? 18. Now that 60 seconds equivalent to 1 minute. So I'll bring that 1 here. So 1 plus 4 will give me what? 5. Plus 5 will give me 10. 0, carry 1. 1 plus 3 will give me 4. 4 plus 4 will give me 8. So technically, I know I have 80 minus what? 60. Because 60 minutes make 1 hour. So I'll be left with 20. So I'll put 2 here. I'll have a carry of 1. 1 plus 1 will give me what? 2. And this will be the final answer. So this will be the final answer. 2 hours, 20 minutes, 18 seconds. So that takes care of that, and we are through with solving that.